In the heart of modern mechanized warfare, the M2 Bradley fighting vehicle has stood as the trusted workhorse of the U.S. infantry for over 4 decades. Fast, deadly, and versatile, it's the vehicle that brings soldiers into the fight and brings them back home. The story of the Bradley begins in the shadow of the Cold War. During the 1960s and 70s, the U.S. Army realized it needed something more advanced than the slow, lightly armored M113 personnel carrier. A new generation of Soviet armored vehicles, like the BMP series, was setting the standard for mobility and firepower. The U.S. needed an answer. After years of development, the M2 Bradley infantry fighting vehicle was introduced in 1981. It was named after General Omar Bradley, the highly respected World War II commander known for leading U.S. forces in Europe. Bradley was a soldier's general, a man who deeply understood the importance of protecting troops in battle. Naming the vehicle after him was fitting for a machine designed to carry and shield America's infantry. At first glance, the Bradley looks like a small tank, but it's far more than that. With a 25mm M242 Bushmaster chain gun, tow anti-tank missile launchers, and a coaxial 7.62mm machine gun, it's built to destroy both infantry and armored targets. Inside, it can carry 6 fully equipped soldiers into the fight, giving infantry protection and fire support in one mobile package. The Bradley's armor is layered and reinforced with steel and aluminum, providing defense against small arms, artillery fragments, and shaped charges. Later models introduced explosive reactive armor and better protection against improvised explosive devices, crucial in the asymmetric warfare of the 21st century. In combat, the M2 Bradley quickly proved its worth. During Operation Desert Storm in 1991, Bradleys played a key role in one of the most successful armored campaigns in history. Most famously, they were instrumental in the Battle of 73 Easting, a dramatic tank and mechanized clash in the Iraqi desert. On February 26, 1991, the U.S. 2nd Armored Cavalry Regiment, equipped with M1 Abrams tanks and M3 Bradley cavalry fighting vehicles, engaged and destroyed an Iraqi armored brigade with superior speed, firepower, and coordination. The Bradleys destroyed dozens of enemy vehicles and scouted ahead of tank columns, proving just how devastating they could be when used effectively. In total, during Desert Storm, Bradleys destroyed more Iraqi armored vehicles than the Abrams tank, thanks in part to their tow missiles and the volume of engagements they were involved in. Despite being lighter than a tank, the Bradley's mix of speed, sensors, and firepower made it an armor killer. The vehicle continued to serve with distinction in Iraq and Afghanistan, where its mobility and protection saved countless lives. In the dense urban terrain of Baghdad and Fallujah, the Bradley offered firepower and cover where helicopters couldn't fly and tanks couldn't maneuver. While it did face vulnerabilities, especially to roadside bombs and RPGs, the Army responded by upgrading its armor and survivability features. Over 6,700 Bradleys have been built since its introduction. It comes in several variants, including the M3 cavalry fighting vehicle used for reconnaissance, and command and control versions equipped with advanced communication systems. The Bradley has been continuously modernized with digital targeting systems, upgraded armor, better optics, and networked battle management tools. Each generation has made it more lethal, more survivable, and more effective. It hasn't been without controversy. The Bradley's development was long, expensive, and famously scrutinized for delays and design changes. But decades later, the vehicle has proven its value again and again on the battlefield. Today, the Bradley continues to serve as the backbone of U.S. Army mechanized infantry. It is gradually being supplemented and eventually will be replaced by the next generation combat vehicle program. But even as that future unfolds, the M2 Bradley remains in the field, doing what it does best, supporting infantry, surviving the fight, and getting the mission done. From the sands of Iraq to the open battlefields of Eastern Europe, the M2 Bradley has earned its reputation, not as a flashy piece of technology, but as a dependable, powerful, and battle-tested armored workhorse. A legacy that continues to roll forward, mission after mission.